Hello students, this is continuation of 5th chapter from Science of Standard 6. The name of the chapter is Substances in the Surroundings, Their State and Properties. We have done with part 1, this is part 2. Students, let's recall the topics that we covered in part 1. Change of state of substance, the difference between the states of substances, change in the state, heat and change of physical state, the temperature and thermometer, recording the temperature, and some examples and their temperature. Now we will see the topics which we are going to cover in part 2. Boiling, condensation, freezing, melting, boiling, condensation, freezing, melting, various use of change in physical state, sublimation, identifying various substances and objects. So students, come on, let's start with first topic. Boiling. Students, we know that when water spilled on the floor dries up slowly on its own. This evaporation occurs from the surface of the water. Do you all know what happens when water boils? When water is heated, its temperature gradually rises and at the same time, process of evaporation takes place. With the increasing temperature, the rate of evaporation becomes faster. If water is continuously heated at 100 degrees Celsius, we can see the bubbles rising faster and faster. And evaporation takes place from all the parts of the body of the water. This is called boiling of water or ebullition. The boiling point of a pure water is 100 degrees Celsius. Next, condensation. The vapor turns back into liquid on cooling. That is, when water vapor cools, it is converted into water again. This process is called as a condensation. The temperature at which the condensation takes place is called as a condensation point. For pure water, condensation point is also 100 degrees Celsius. It means that the boiling point and the condensation point of water are one and the same. Next is freezing. Conversion of liquid state into solid state is called as a freezing. The water kept in a fridge or an ice becomes cooler and cooler, that is, its temperature falls. At a certain temperature, water does not get any cooler but starts freezing and forms ice. The temperature at which the freezing occurs is called as the freezing point of water. Water freezes into ice at 0 degrees Celsius, therefore the freezing point for the pure water is 0 degrees Celsius. The temperature of a substance can fall below 0 degrees Celsius. For example, the temperature of air inside a freezer of a refrigerator is minus 18 degrees Celsius. Next is melting. When the substance changes its solid state into liquid state, then it is called melting. For example, ice. When ice gets heat, it starts melting or changing into the liquid state again. The temperature at which the melting of a substance occurs is its melting point. Ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. It means that the freezing point and the melting point of a water are one and the same. That is 0 degrees Celsius. Students, following are few points to remember which are based on boiling, condensation, freezing and melting. Each substance has a specific boiling point which is same as its condensation point. Each substance has its specific melting point which is same as its freezing point. The temperature at which a substance boils while heating is same as the temperature at which it condenses when it is cooled. Similarly, the temperature at which a substance freezes while cooling is same as the temperature at which it melts when it is heated. Next is various uses of changes in physical state. Changes in physical state means a change from one state to another without a change in a chemical composition. Let us see how the following substances are useful to us after changing its physical state. Paraffin wax is melted and the candles are made from the molten wax. Dry ice, that is solid carbon dioxide, is used in ice cream preparation and to keep it in frozen state. Liquid nitrogen is used in animal husbandry for practicing. Glass is made from molten silica, that is sand. Metals like gold and silver are melted to make ornaments. Iron is melted to make tools. Next is sublimation. What is sublimation? The change of a solid substance directly into a gas or vapor without first changing into a liquid is called as a sublimation. Students, here we see a small experiment which show sublimation. Take some sand in a crucible and put a few iron crystals on it. Now place the crucible on the tripod to heat it. Block the stem of the funnel with a cotton plug and place it inverted over the crucible. Light the burner and heat the mixture in the crucible. Now observe the changes. Iodine crystals do not melt on heating but change directly to the gaseous state. When the fumes of the iodine hit the walls of the funnel, they cool to form solid crystals of iodine and stick to the funnel walls. Thus, on heating, iodine does not melt and change to a liquid, but directly changes to the gaseous state. So, on heating, a solid does not turn into liquid, but changes directly into a gaseous state. This process is known as sublimation. Example, iodine crystal, naphthalene balls, camphor are substances that show sublimation. Identifying various substances and objects. Students, how will you identify the substance and objects? Look at the image of glass. Is this glass is made up of plastic, steel or glass? Now, look at these rods. Are these rods made up of iron or aluminium? Now, doors. Is this door is made up of wooden or glass? Students, how will you identify these white powders? So, to answer these questions, you need to consider their properties. For example, their transparencies, hardness, weight, color, whether they are soluble in water or not, etc. So, substances can be identified by studying their properties and they can be put to use according to their properties. So, students, we will study the properties of substances in great detail in the next video. That is video of part 3. So, here we end with part 2. Thank you.